Hey, and welcome back to AutoX Crypto. Today we're going to dive into an important and timely topic: the huge transformations taking place in the automotive industry in Europe. We're seeing more factories shutting down, an increasing number of companies going bankrupt, and we're heading into an uncertain future. But what's driving these changes, and what does the future hold for the industry? In today's video, we'll explore how CO2 emission regulations, technological shifts, and economic pressures are shaping the future of the automotive sector. It's clear that the automotive industry in Europe is undergoing a massive shift. Several factories have closed down in recent years, and it's not just the smaller brands that are struggling. Even some of the big players are feeling the pressure. So, what's behind this trend? A major factor is the huge investments required to adapt to new environmental regulations and emerging technologies. Manufacturing cars has become more expensive, especially with the EU's strict CO2 emission targets. To meet these targets, carmakers have to invest heavily in electric vehicles and new production methods. This is costly, and for many companies, it's simply not financially sustainable. We've also seen a rise in bankruptcies within the industry. Some companies haven't been able to make the transition to greener technologies in time, while others are struggling with the aftermath of the pandemic, disrupted supply chains, and ongoing economic instability. One of the most significant driving forces behind the industry's transformation is the EU's stringent CO2 emissions regulations. The European Union has set ambitious goals to reduce carbon emissions in an effort to fight climate change, and this puts huge pressure on the automotive sector. For car manufacturers, this means that producing gasoline and diesel cars is becoming increasingly expensive. If manufacturers exceed the emissions limits, they face huge fines that can quickly add up to billions of euros. As a result, many car makers are focusing more on electric vehicles and zero-emission alternatives. But making the switch to electric is no small feat. It requires significant investments in research, development, and entirely new production lines. For smaller and mid-sized manufacturers, this transition can be simply too expensive. The future of the automotive industry is uncertain, and there are still many questions left unanswered. How will the market respond to electric vehicles in the long term? Will consumers be willing to pay more for lower emission cars? Or will alternatives like shared mobility and public transportation take a larger share of the market? We're also looking at significant technological changes ahead, from self-driving cars to new fuel alternatives. This level of uncertainty makes it hard for manufacturers to plan effectively, and it creates challenges when it comes to making long-term investments in new technologies and production. So what does this mean for the future of the automotive industry? Many experts predict that we will see a consolidation of the market. Fewer but stronger companies will dominate the industry. We may also see more collaborations between car manufacturers and tech companies to keep up with the demands of electrification and digitalization. In the end, the automotive industry is facing one of the biggest transformations in its history. While there will undoubtedly be more challenges along the way, this shift could also bring about exciting opportunities for innovation and sustainability. How this will affect jobs, manufacturing plants, and our relationship with cars is still to be determined. That's a wrap on today's video. We've taken a look at how the automotive industry in Europe is navigating massive changes, from factory closures to the impact of CO2 regulations. While we're entering uncertain times, there's also a lot of potential for growth and innovation. What are your thoughts on these changes? Do you agree that the industry is entering a new era? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to AutoX Crypto for more insights on the latest in the automotive and crypto worlds. See you in the next video.